Welcome to the Sunshine Podcast. This is yours truly, Dora Williams, and I am here today with the Transparent Moments. I'm so glad that you took time out of your busy schedule to tune in and listen on today, and we're going to get right into it. I'm not going to be long today. I just want to pose a question to you all. I need you all to answer this question for me, those that can and will. And I'm asking for myself. I'm not asking for a friend or a sister or brother. I'm asking for myself. Can anybody tell me who they is? Who is they? Because I find that many times when we get caught up in gossip, get caught up in conversation, we may want to start the conversation or start the gossip, or we hear something about somebody, or someone's talking to you pertaining to another individual, especially if it's bad. Please don't let it be bad. And you want to gossip, you want to carry the gossip, you want somebody else to know about it, but you don't want to tell names. So you start the conversation off, child, they said. Can you please let me know who they is? I really would like to meet they. My thing is, y'all, we got to stop gossiping, first of all. If you have something against somebody, you need to go to them and talk to them. Don't talk to your gossiping committee. Don't do none of that. Go to the individual you got an issue with. Because y'all are not gossiping about good stuff. Y'all are gossiping about the wrong people have done, or the bad they did, or how people come up short, or who got fired on the job, or who didn't have no life insurance when they died. None of that's any of your business. And if you'd be spreading that type of news, shame on you. Y'all stop spreading gossip. Even if it's not gossip and it's bad news, stop spreading stuff without people's consent. And even if you have the consent to tell it, stop always wanting to be the first one to tell stuff. And then when people ask you who said it, you can't say a name. If the gossip is good enough for you to spread, if the gossip is good enough to come out of your mouth, if the gossip is good enough for you to go around talking about, then revealing a name should be the same way. If you got that much energy to go around gossiping about what they said, then you ought to identify their name. And I know that made no sense what I just said just then, the way I said it, but you know exactly. You get my point. You get my point. So I'm waiting. Can y'all tell me who they is? And then people ask y'all, especially when you know it's a lie. You sit around, allow people to talk about certain people, and then you spread it. And then they ask you, well, who told you that? Because that's not true. I can't give no name. They said, I heard. No. You put yourself in that conversation because it was juicy. It was something bad. It was about somebody's downfall, or somebody got bad news from the doctor, or somebody got fired from their job. Y'all quit glorying in people's downfall. And you sit in the midst of all that conversation and hear everything that's being said. And instead of stopping it, you're spreading it. And that's not right. If you're going to spread it, include the person's name who said it. Because if you can't tell who said it, then you don't need to be telling what they said. Period, point blank. I'll say it again. If you cannot tell who said it, you should not be telling the information. You just shouldn't. I'm sorry. Some of y'all run your mouth and tell lies and spread stuff because you got a mouth just to do so. And I'm keeping it real today. I'm just keeping it real. I don't care who don't like this conversation. This is a hard one. But it has to be had because we're hurting one another running our mouths. Instead of we killing stuff. Say, no, don't y'all sit up there and talk about this one and that one. You know, you won't want nobody to do that to you. So don't do that. And then for you to spread it. It's just like you the one said it. If you're spreading it, you got the boldness to spread that. But then you dare somebody to ask you who it was. When someone start that conversation off with you saying, "Oh child, they said," you ought to cut it right then. Because believe it or not, they say it got a name, a real name. Because I know ain't no woman in her right mind name her child they said or they. I know them labor pains probably was kicking her butt when she was pushing that baby out. But I know, even in the midst of labor pains, she was not that out of it that she named her child they said or they. So y'all cut this mess out. If you're going to reveal the gossip, if you're going to reveal the lie, if you're just going to go to people asking because you heard something, tell who said it. Most of the time y'all put y'all ears in people's business and no one's talking to you. They talking to somebody else. Ooh, child, they were talking about it. Okay, who? If you're not going to tell who they is, keep your mouth shut. It's time that we speak that which we know and start repeating what other people say. If you don't know it for yourself, start speaking on it. And sometimes when you do know stuff, you still shouldn't be right here running your mouth, spreading things. I just got to get spiritual for 1 minute. A lot of things come to you for you to pray about. Not to gossip and laugh because people going through different situations. Whether they purposely got themselves in trouble or whether life is just happening to people. Y'all got to stop having your gossip parties and your little gossip potlucks and all this other stuff just to talk about people in their situations and their pain, whether it's their fault or not. Who went to jail, this, that, and the third. None of that is important. Life is too short for all that, y'all. So my thing is, if you're going to say what they said, if you're going to spread the lie about what they said, then you need to give a name. If you're not going to reveal a name, close your mouth. Okay? I love y'all, but y'all got to just hush. It's just time for us as a whole to close our mouth and stop being so nosy. Stop wanting to be the first one to spread gossip and spread rumors and spread lies. We don't supposed to be adding to the fire. We supposed to be trying to put the fire out. Okay? I love y'all, but y'all need to be quiet. I'm still waiting on my answer. Who is they? Who is they said? I need somebody to get me the answer to that question ASAP, all right? Y'all have a good one.